Alright, so one of our two defensively placed mech clusters has evaporated thanks to a random friendly raid that decided to come in. That was actually pretty solid in terms of size. What are we looking at for corpses? Total? So probably about 100 human friendly raid came in and managed to completely wipe out this mech cluster. And this one was just too tenacious, due in large part to the low shields, of which there are two. Yeah, two right here, which means that any flank like this or them coming up on a position like this, they're just going to be endlessly beating their heads against the low shield and taking inferno cannons to the face. Flynn has an inspired surgery. Flynn is not a doctor, so you have to be a little worried about that. And Randy, are you meditating right now? But why? I'm not sure why Randy would be meditating in bed. That seems to not make a lot of sense to me, but the mysteries of the universe are sometimes numerous. Psychically dull and annoying voice. Sounds like my kind of pawn. Elliot is doing a bit of stargazing. We could probably have a few more telescopes. It's a little odd that we haven't acquired those over time. I'm wondering if Pex is going to get up. No infection as of yet. Death in 18 hours. I guess that's a pretty good indicator that things aren't going to go well. For Pex, that is. We still have a staggering number of shield belts. That would be high on my list of things to get rid of. If we could find a combat vendor, I would very, very happily. Oh, all right. We need to have a few people ready to go. I think you three probably can do it. Actually, I'm going to bring Musto up as well, just because it's some good practice. Guess it was wholly unnecessary. In fact, I think I will let Ambas and Musto have a little bit of fun toying with their food. Ambas takes a hit. I feel like Musto did real work there. Yeah, no centipedes were harmed in the assault. This power cell took a little bit of damage. It definitely took a glancing blow from somewhere. I kind of feel like I should expand this lab out one to eliminate this bottleneck. Like, we could have this wall just be one further down. We'd be sacrificing some smooth marble, which does have a bit of a beauty advantage. You certainly are, Musto. You certainly are. That was I feel like Amboss was really slacking, and you did work, to be sure. Oh, male psychic soothe. Is it my birthday? You're also ready for mining duty, Musto. I don't know if you were around previously when your drill arm got installed, but you are Kenta? What is going on here? Green and Kenta smoke. I'm a little confused. Where did you come from? And also, why are people... Oh, so we're probably trying to rebuild or repair something out here. And Kenta took an absolute walloping. His heart and his right lung were both shot. All right, Musto, we're gonna test your metal again. But that was a bit of sloppy work. If that was a centipede, Kenta might not be with us anymore. All right, I can't complain about your methods, Musto. Musto beat the pikeman in the head, leaving a horrific wound. Yeah, so what were you all doing out here that Kenta decided he needed to go get shot in the neck, torso, right lung, heart, and left leg? Jeez. I hate to see it. I can't help but feel like there's some mechs floating around in awkward places. Pex, are you gonna make it? 6 hours. I don't think so. That's what I said last time, but... Oh, Mad Boomalope. They will likely find their end against the mech cluster, I reckon. If they don't... Yep. That was not much of a contest. And I believe that, as weird as it sounds, that counts as a... Yeah, the Mass Animal Insanity counts as an event in Cassandra's book. So, things are going to be a little quiet for a minute here. Which is good, because it means that Kenta will be able to recover from the grievous wounds that he incurred at the hands of that errant pikeman. I guess technically, Randy is doing all kinds of weird meditating. Natural and morbid, Randy. Why aren't you just meditating up here like a normal person? Is this not in the cooking zone? No, it is. I do not know. Shoot frenzy on white. Yeah, I was going to say, these doors are all sorted. This one piece of silver, is this... Yeah, slightly outside of the bear zone. The bear's zone. Getting any substantial amount of hyperweave is very, very difficult. Like, if I wanted to go full hyperweave for clothing, I don't know how I would ever do it. We never... I guess maybe you really just have to be heavily into caravanning to get that to work. Okay, we're going to have one more group of mechs coming in. This will be the last batch from this cluster before it becomes totally dormant. And who are we gonna... Bebor, you're just dealing with sensory mechanites? Alright. Alright, so that was the mech cluster being defeated because of the We're going full melee on this crew. We're gonna swarm them. So yeah, so this is part of what I'm getting at, is this pikeman. This is why I do double walls, as a side note. Musto to the rescue. Because when you do double walls, this is what happens. They will come and attack like a random power line or something like that, like what has just happened here. And then once they get bored of that, then they will attack, and they'll be a little late to the party. All right. All clear. This guy is still ruining my fun. But you're just taking out that one diagonal slate wall. Absolute monster. A staggering blow, a dodge, and that's all she wrote. All right. So we have been cut off from one of our two power areas, and this is a little annoying. I think we'll be able to work on the diagonal, but sometimes those are a bit finicky. Kenta is not yet healed from his last run-in with Stupid, but has decided to go meditate rather than heal up. I can't say that's the decision that I would make in his book or in his situation, but here he is. And I guess we'll just wait for tomorrow before we get this stuff fixed up. We may end up with a little bit of a power hit glitch while we're waiting. Doesn't look like it, though. It actually looks like we're going to do pretty well. Kind of waiting for Flynn. I guess Bangs technically could do it too, but all our constructors are sleeping. Which I guess is a good moment for me to refill my water. Oh, that was loud. I apologize. Really clanked my glass good on the desktop. Please pause. Okay. Bebor started a fight with Morrison, but they reconciled. No, Bangs. Oh, see, we are gonna have to. Nope. We're gonna have to break down the wall in order to build the wall, which is just so staggeringly silly. Alright, we made all of those. The Royal Tribute Collector is going to get absolutely decimated by... Yep. Oh, Elmos. You almost made it, Elmos. But, it's a bad day to be Elmos. So that is probably why we should bury our power cables one further into the wall to avoid situations like that where they can kind of like diagonally attack something. But I guess any non-flat wall surface is gonna be susceptible to silly diagonalness. That's the new technical term for when an enemy attacks a square on a bias like that. It's clearly a case of silly diagonalness. And then we can switch the power switch here. Though why this isn't in our home zone, I'm unsure. And why this is in our home zone, also unsure. Guess I haven't checked our home zone in a while. Other than that, it looks very reasonable. I guess technically we have our home zone expanded to include some of this area, so we can do some cleaning in this little nook here, I guess. Since we keep this roofed, doing this cleaning and repairing is probably for the best. Yeah, even the quite damaged centipedes are not very damaged thanks to the low shields. So we are short of getting like a man-hunting Megasloth pack. Hey, Curious, how's it going? There's not much that's going to be able to step to this mech cluster. I've been okay. So I was in Vermont this weekend doing more things related to caring for my father. And yeah, I'm completely exhausted. There's not a Megasloth on the map right now for me to show you, but Megasloths are one of the larger and more vicious animals in RimWorld. And don't be fooled by their title. They are not as slow as you might hope they would be. They're actually pretty agile for something that bears the name sloth. But yeah, daylight savings time is absolutely wreaking havoc on me. How are you weathering it, Curious? Have you already adjusted? Are you in the process of adjusting? What's the good word? Ooh, we have a trade ship. Very nice. What is it? It is Benign Corporation. Never trust a company whose name is Benign Corporation. That is a pro tip. Oh, 2 hours of sleep since then. That is not nearly enough, in my professional opinion as a sleepologist. That's crazy talk. Let's see. We could pick up some human meat. Wow. Okay, so the Benign Corporation is selling 1,600 human meat. So take that for what you will, but I am skeptical of the Benign Corporation's motives. They don't seem nearly as benign as they are suggesting. Let's see. Let's do like 668. Yeah, let's see if we can buy them out of house and home. Ooh, we have a lot of wood. That's probably worth picking up. I think it's low, Curious. I have no reason to believe that the Benign Corporation has a very large staff, to put it bluntly. They seem like they're probably not the good guys. We got some foil helms, not ours, though. Ooh, we got some gold. We'll take all of that. And ooh, Spike Core Floor Star for sure. And then we're still... Nope, we're not over. So let's Let's sell 2 prestige robes. Oh, they're too expensive to really be able to get much value out of them. Anything else? I guess let's sell a couple of Devil Strand cowboy hats and call it a day. And then somebody gets... Ooh, this is a big... It's a big floor star. Who has space for a big old floor star? No, it looks like we're actually pretty good on the larger floor coverings. We could put it in our hospital. Do we really not have a single bedroom? A single larger bedroom that needs one? Wow. Oh, this is a 2x2. Hold on. So let's reinstall this into Bibor's room, and then we can put the spike core floor star. Say that 10 times fast. Spike core floor star into Edie's room. She'll be over the moon about that, I'm sure. Wait, and what is this? Oh my gosh. This marble large sculpture made by Lurs is absolutely incredible. Look at this dude. What is the art on this? Black Attempt. This carving bears a depiction of a rock. The work is infused with the idea of kindness and is done in a simple style. Besides that, the image is bordered by 3 politicians. Oh, what a glorious piece of artwork. Let's put it on the corner here where we will never forget it. Thank you, Curious. It's we've kind of gotten to a point now where things are very stable. That is a friend of mine who occasionally watches the series has been bemoaning the fact that we've reached an equilibrium that has created a bit less suspense. The early game of RimWorld is very balanced on a razor's edge, and things have settled down a little bit since then. But yeah, Bibor has a rustic rug now. Saving Massey. Pete, the prime archotechnist of the Hawaii, says that a friend has been wounded while traveling. The victim is Messi, a 29-year-old warrior. Messi has nobody spare to rescue. Pete has nobody spare to rescue Massey, but says that if you can make it to Massey's position and rescue him, he will join you. Pete says that there may be an unknown threat. A little bit curious. You know, it's a tricky balance, because for me, I still really enjoy kind of like the massaging and the working out of the small details and taking on kind of the bigger challenges, but the you know, there's a lot less risk associated with any run when you're sitting on 6 resurrection mech healer serums and 10 healer mech serums. You know, you can just kind of power through about any bad thing that would happen to you. You know, if one of our colonists died randomly, it would be far less disastrous compared to how it was at the beginning, just because I have all of the tools that I need to bring them back from the dead and get them fully healed up. That being said, we also haven't had anyone die in a very long time. Knock on wood. I'm really inviting some disaster on myself with that statement.